Here's your Forbes Daily Briefing for Wednesday, May 29th. Today on Forbes, here's how much Michael Cohen is making off Donald Trump. Lawyers in the Manhattan District Attorney's Office, which is prosecuting Donald Trump in his first criminal trial, have long encouraged Michael Cohen to stay away from the press. They haven't had much success. Mark Pomerantz, who once worked in the DA's office, wrote, quote, "The media attention was like catnip to him. We had no means of keeping him away from the cameras." It wasn't only that Cohen, who had shadowed Trump for years, liked being in the limelight. Nor was it just that Cohen, whose life had been upended by Trump, wanted to humiliate his former boss. There was also money at stake. Lots of it. In bashing Trump, Cohen has earned about $4.4 million over the last 4 years, averaging out to $1.1 million annually, or roughly double what his former boss paid him. First, he cashed in on books. Cohen's Disloyal, a memoir, the true story of the former personal attorney to President Donald J. Trump, came out in September 2020, 2 months before Americans took to the polls. It became an immediate #1 New York Times bestseller, staying on the list for 4 weeks. The book sold 290,400 print copies, according to Circana Bookscan, an industry data service. Cohen testified that it made him about $2 million in just the first few months after it was released, and has gone on to bring in around another $1 million since. 2 years after publishing his first book, Cohen released Revenge: How Donald Trump Weaponized the Department of Justice Against His Critics, which spent 1 week on the bestseller list and sold a more modest 24,400 print copies, according to Circana Bookscan. Cohen disputed the sales figures when contacted by Forbes, but declined to answer other questions, citing the ongoing trial. In court, he testified that the book earned him, quote, around $400,000. The most impressive thing about the books? How Cohen structured the deals surrounding them. Cohen testified in Trump's civil fraud trial last fall that he did not receive an advance for either book. In 2020, the CEO of Skyhorse Publishing, which released Disloyal, told Publishers Weekly that Cohen had a, quote, non-traditional contract. As a result, he appears to have earned far more than he would have with a standard book deal. Around the same time his first book was published, Cohen launched Mea Culpa, a profanity-laced podcast in which Cohen interviews various people familiar with Trump, including journalists, turning his press contacts into profitable content. New episodes post twice a week, although the show has been on hiatus during the trial. Cohen testified that Mea Culpa averages around 300,000 downloads a week and has been downloaded a total of more than 10 million times. It currently ranks among the top 80 most popular political podcasts in the United States on Apple Podcasts, according to Charttable, an analytics service owned by Spotify. A second show, Political Beatdown, which Cohen co-hosts, debuted in February 2023. It live streams 2 episodes a week to YouTube, the audio of which is then pushed out to podcast apps. In all, Cohen testified that the 2 podcasts have generated about $1 million for him via ads and merchandise. One piece of merchandise, a t-shirt, even got a little bit of publicity during the trial, when Trump's defense team noted that Cohen is hawking a t-shirt depicting Trump in an orange jumpsuit behind bars. Even when Cohen isn't making much money, though, he seems happy to get attention. At the urging of his 20-something-year-old kids, Cohen joined TikTok around December 2020. Like a true Gen Xer, he was slow to post at first, but Cohen eventually got into it, streaming hour-long videos nightly around 10 p.m. for anyone willing to shell out $5.99 a month. Why? He explained at trial, quote, build an audience to create a community, to really vent because I am having a difficult time sleeping, so I found an outlet. He also makes a little money from it. According to TikTok, Cohen's so-called community consists of 309 subscribers, which would suggest he is on pace to earn about $22,000 a year before TikTok takes any cut. For full coverage, check out Zach Everson's piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.